Here we go. United States adult prison population. We got over 2 million people incarcerated. In the 5 top states, Texas, over 150,000. California, 100,000. Florida up there. Georgia and Ohio. We got over 1,500 state prisons. We got 100 federal prisons. We got over 3,000 jails. We got over 1,300 juvenile detention centers. We got 181 immigration holding centers. And we have over 80 Indian jails. We lock more people up than anybody else in the world. Shameful. Mississippi charges around $18,000 a year. Wyoming, $135,000. I believe that. The average is about $45,000. We spend over $100 billion a year locking people up. More than on our own education to educate our youth. This is shameful. And some of them working there and they don't pay them very well. We need to start paying them like regular workers get paid. That way they can pay their way forward. They'll make a decent wage because a lot of them leave children behind. And a lot of times that single parent's on welfare. And a lot of them are the minorities. And so they continue to stay in poverty. Not only the person in jail, but the family members out on the street. So our new institutions need to have jobs readily available that pay a living wage. That way they can pay their fair share. And so much of their money goes to their family. That way they can provide for their kids' education, provide the mom, help them with rent and other things. We've already taken their freedom. It's time to look at this. And then it'll incentivize more of them to work, because a lot of them don't work because the wages, they get paid very little in prison to work. So a lot of them don't work. So if we start putting better jobs in there, better wages, that'll incentivize them to work more. And that'll be a less burden on taxpayers. Plus, this will help them mentally and emotionally. They'll be engaged in working. Their time will go by better. And they'll be a productive citizen, even though they're locked up. We've taken their freedom. We shouldn't keep their right of being able to make money and be able a productive citizen. That'll help ease the whole process from the taxpayer's point of view, from them helping their families, the mental health, the way they work, the way they fight in there and carry on when they're not working. They're too busy fighting with one another. So this will help all the way around. Time to take a new look at the way we incarcerate people. And it's shameful. They got over 500,000 people locked up just for drug offenses. And not only that, once they get on parole or something, they do their time, they get out, and they get pinched on these petty charges, like they went out and got drunk, they should have, or they smoked a joint, or they got on drugs. Then they get locked up again. So we got to eliminate some of these petty crimes. They keep going after and gaming the system. They're keeping these people locked up. So we got to start to reduce these offenses. There's way too many people locked up, and it's way too unproductive. Mentally, physically, the whole process got to be rebuilt. These are human beings in there. It's time we started treating them like that. Time to rebuild our correctional institutions for the greater good of all. Till next time.